Story time. I have had severe chronic back pain my whole life, ever since I was like 5 years old, and I have done literally everything imaginable to try to make it better with little to no success. My pain got progressively worse over time, and about 4 years ago when it became particularly severe, I decided it was finally time to consider surgery, so I made an appointment with an orthopedic surgeon. At the appointment, they weighed me, they x-rayed my back, and then they had me wait for the doctor. The doctor came in and very quickly let me know that I needed to have a spinal fusion surgery, and I needed to have one as quickly as possible. He showed me the x-rays and explained that I not only had a spinal deformity, which I already knew, but that the friction between two of my vertebrae had caused a fracture. So I had a broken back. And I was like, got it. When can we schedule surgery? But he responded and said, well, the problem is your weight. Unfortunately, we're going to need you to lose some weight before we would be willing to do surgery on you. But luckily, we have an in-house weight loss program that we're going to refer you to. And there are many things I could have said in response to this, but I decided to try to appeal to this doctor as someone who, in theory, should want to do no harm. So I told him, I have a history of disordered eating, and weight loss behaviors are very unsafe for me. And by the look on his face, he clearly did not believe that I ever had an eating disorder. And so he said again that I would need to lose weight, and he said the reason was because anesthesia was too dangerous for people in my BMI category. And I said, so how do people even bigger than me get weight loss surgery every single day? They are under anesthesia for that. And we went back and forth for a long time, and he ended up getting very frustrated and just said, look, I don't know what to tell you. This is the hospital's policy. So I had to battle this hospital with this horrible BMI cutoff policy for a whole year, all while having a broken back that entire time before I could finally get the surgery they had established was medically necessary. And by the point that I was finally able to get this surgery, they had made me wait so long that over the course of that year, I had developed permanent nerve damage, which is extremely painful to this day and has radically changed how I have to live my life. And that would not have happened if they had just given me the surgery on the same timeline as a thin patient.
Hey guys, I just want to talk about this really quickly. I saw this post pertaining to Adele and I want to show it to you guys. It says, never underestimate the power of a woman. And I commented, she was always amazing. She was just fat. It's amazing to me how society thinks she did some crazy, phenomenal thing by losing weight. She was not even that big to begin with. This is the weight Adele was at when she started to become popular in the US, because she was already popular in Britain or England. And then this was in the middle of her weight loss journey, and this is her now. She looks beautiful and amazing at every fucking stage. And to be honest, she has accomplished way more in her fat body than she has in her thin body. It's disgusting to me how everyone is acting like she's this big, new, attractive person. She is attractive, but she always was. Her voice didn't change. Her accomplishment didn't change. The number of awards she won didn't change. And the beautiful features on her face never changed. She lost a little bit of weight and people are losing their fucking mind. I see so many people using her as a reference. It's just more fat phobia from you guys. How come she wasn't getting this love and recognition and attention when she was out there stealing Grammys from Beyonce? Beyonce, y'all's fucking queen. And there were never any posts talking about, oh, such a gorgeous, beautiful woman, good job. I mean, of course, people gave her her credit and her accolades, but the fact that I see more about her weight loss than I do her accomplishments is disgusting. People are so much more than their body.
After being accused of it for so long, I have decided that I will in fact be promoting obesity from here on out. So, if you would like to Venmo me the low rate of $100 a month, I will be your personal obesity coach, and I will help you meet your obesity goals.
Let's talk about blood pressure cuff sizes, because this is important information everyone should know. When healthcare providers use a blood pressure cuff that's too small, either because they don't know any better or because their practice chooses not to stock big enough cuffs, it will always result in a false high reading. And fat people have our blood pressure taken with cuffs that are too small all the time, which means that fat people are frequently misdiagnosed with hypertension and then put on medication to lower our blood pressure, which is super dangerous if you don't actually have high blood pressure. So my husband Chris, who's an EMT, is going to explain how a blood pressure cuff should fit and when to ask for a larger size.
So this is a normal blood pressure cuff. On the inside, you're going to see a range marking, anywhere from about 25 to 40 centimeters, somewhere in there. On the outer edge, you'll have a little white line right here that's going to line up somewhere in that range when you Velcro it. If that white line stays inside that range when you Velcro it, for example, right here, that means it's going to fit normally. If it is outside of that range, that means it's too tight or too small, and it's not going to give an accurate reading. So if you see that white line going outside of this range at the clinic, make sure to ask for a larger cuff size.
I'm fat, it's fine. No, wait, I'm fat. I'm cool with it, okay? I get, you guys, it happens every time. Everyone clams up and they want to be like, no, stop it. You're beautiful. It's like, yeah, I know. I didn't say I was ugly, okay? They're not the same, all right? If a short person was like, I'm short, you would be like, no, stop it. You're smart. Like, they're not the same.